How is it going, folks? Welcome back to Park to Prem. It's the start of season number 3. We may not have signed a goalkeeper this summer, but our squad is in a really good spot. Today, we take on Hitchin, aka Norwich City non-league edition, away from home. And after that, we take on a team listed under our rivals in Nuneaton Borough, who, incidentally, don't have us listed as one of their rivals. So whilst it might be a one-way rivalry, we're inviting them to our backyard. Their pre-season prediction, by the way, is third. Ours is first. It's a battle at the top early on in this season. Feels like a significant game. We have got a jam-packed start to the season. Look at this month of August. So much football to get through. Potentially the transfer of Brian, I hope to confirm. If he doesn't join us, I'll go find another goalkeeper, I guess. And as if the start of the season wasn't exciting enough, we have the away day against Hitchin and the debut of the brand new tactical system, the 4-1-3-2, the 4-1-2-1-2. Kind of. It's a weird diamond formation in the midfield, which I think is going to suit our team. Does it work? Will it work? We'll find out together. Of course, it does go without saying, if you didn't catch the videos to end last week, the double transfer specials, you should totally go watch them. It was one of, I think, my best transfer windows that I've had in recent memories. In a lower league save game, transfer windows can be a little bit hit or miss. I think it's been a pretty big hit so far with the players that we've managed to pick up. I feel like our team is in a really good spot this year. Of course, just as a little reminder, we did release a whole host of first-team players towards the end of last year, but with transfers in, we've added some real strength. We're in a good spot, and Fabio Ducker will be on the bench for our first game. The former Hitchin man makes his debut for us against Hitchin, which I noticed under his information is his hometown that he supports. So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't play him. Maybe I'll go easy on them. That opening game of the season is against Hitchin. Their stadium is called the Top Field. We had a top and bottom field at my secondary school growing up. Is that a common thing at secondary schools and high schools? No idea. I assume they don't play in a school. Their stadium looks quite nice. Let's go do an away day. It feels like ages since the last one. So just as a little reminder, we have now been promoted up a division. Previously, I think there was 6, 7 or maybe 8 leagues at the 8th tier. In the 7th tier, there's only 4 leagues. Teams are more spread out across the country, and it means that little old rugby here have got a bit further to travel on our merry away days. Saying all of that, the away day isn't actually that far away today. We are heading to Hitchin, west of Stevenage. Here we are. There should be a patch of grass. I can see the cricket club. I can see the football club. Well, that's rugby football club. Where does the football team play? You know what we'll do? We'll just go on satellite view. Then we can just look for a square pitch and find Hitchin's pitch, which, I mean, the linesman's done too many lines on one side here. What is this all about? I love the fact that the road that the stadium is on is called Fish Ponds Road. And also, this might be a first, the We Buy Any Car Hitchin Town FC car dealership. The We Buy Any Car dealership is connected to the football stadium. Also, there's a takeaway place here that opens on Thursday. And also, Burgerians, an American burger place. I bet it's just the kitchen at the football club. I certainly hope this isn't the only parking for the away day. Although looking around, there's lovely green areas. Love this. Love an outdoor swimming pool. But sadly, car park slightly lacking. This stadium does appear to be surrounded by trees. Moment of truth. Can we get a look at the football club? There is a singular dot on the football club first. We'll try and get a view from the road. Can we have a look at the stadium? Here it is, Hitchin Town. Bush is a bit overgrown, blocking the sign, but I can confirm there is a stadium and their sign really is just a canary. Green and yellow canary football team. Feel like I've seen that before somewhere. I am just wondering, can we see the stadium through the bushes to the right? I think I already know the answer. I don't know if this is an alternative entrance to the stadium. I kind of doubt it, although we can see the ladies' toilet through the bush. Probably shouldn't stick my head through there and start peeking. Looks a bit dodgy. Here is Hitchin Town. Lovely standing stadium. Maybe generous to call it a stadium. On the far side, though, fans galore. I think is very, very blurry. It looks cute. It looks nice. I mean, I'll give them some credit. They have stuck to the yellow and green kind of colour scheme throughout their stadium. And many teams wouldn't do that. Mostly because it's an awful combination of colours to paint buildings. Can Google Earth save the day? Can I even find Hitchin when I zoom in here? Where is Stevenage? Here is Stevenage. Here is Hitchin. There's the swimming pool. And over here, we have the stadium. Let's just get to the match. Might be harsh. 4 out of 10. They're only getting that because there's the Bulgarian, which I don't even know if it exists, and also the takeaway place, which I'm not even sure if they even connect to the football stadium, but we won't question it. I feel like there's always an air of excitement around the start of a new season. I'm really feeling that this year. We're going to run through the entire starting 11. Of course, some of these players were here last year. Evan Ovendale is in goal, also known as Evan Oven Gloves. Yeah, let's be honest, he's not the most reliable of goalkeepers, but for whatever reason, I've decided not to replace him, so he starts in goal. At centre-back, Jake Cartwright holds down his position. His goal scoring in the lower level was amazing. Is it going to continue at a higher level? You have to imagine players are going to get a little better in the air, but are they going to be able to compete with the 16 jumping, reaching, 13 heading? I don't think so. Alongside him, Kieran Samuel starts in our team, 19 years old, recently had his birthday. We had a lovely party. Of course, he left Brentford last year, was prior to that at Liverpool. He will be making his first ever senior football appearance today. In at right back, slightly more experience in Alex Bradley. He is an interesting player, maybe not the perfect right back, but we went through many different right backs we wanted to sign. He was the only one who wanted to join us. And on the left-hand side, another slightly more veteran player. I feel like anyone above the age of 23 is veteran in our squad. Matty Waters starts at left-back. Last year, he was playing for Leiston in this division. Didn't exactly excel, but I think within our system where wing-backs are invited to go forward, put in crosses, he should be rather good for us. In the midfield, of course, Kelly and Maycock, who came through our first youth intake, start in the centre of the midfield. Perry is going to hold down the fort, release from Nottingham Forest. He gets a chance to reignite his career alongside Gucci, who at 21 years old was playing in the National League just last year with Dagenham and Redbridge. Didn't exactly play well in the National League, but that's beyond the point. That is 2 levels above where we are now. I am going to hope that as a box-to-box midfielder, he can shine. And of course, up top, no longer are we rocking 3 strikers. At least for now. We could go back on that if we want to. McAvoy is going to continue to play as a pressing forward. He will be our left-sided striker. Alongside him, Gillen, who of course has recently signed a new deal, kicks in at the end of the year. He is going to be up top. This man predicted to be the top goal scorer in the division. I'm certainly hoping that between him and McAvoy, the goals are going to flow. If they don't flow, we've got options on the bench. Jovel Jackson-Davis is a very good striker. Fabio Ducker, the former Hitchin man, is alongside him, keeping the bench warm. Tom Wilson, of course, we signed in the summer initially to start at centre-back, but he has dropped down. If one of our centre-backs doesn't perform, he is someone we can turn to. James Dutton was our starting left-back last year. He is now on the bench. If we want to change things up, he could come on. If we want to take off the right back option, Matty Waters will move over onto the right. Dutton will come on the left. And in the midfield, we have Harrison James, who came through last year's youth intake. Not the most mobile of centre mids, but one of our better, more defensive mid options. I say defensive mid. He can play DM as a position. Doesn't do defending. And the other man who's starting on the bench today is Alex Hole-Chuddy. I have been looking at him and Sam Kelly, and there is an argument to suggest that Hole-Chuddy probably should be starting ahead of Kelly in the centre of the midfield. We do have a lot of strength in this centre mid position. How we're going to line up may vary throughout the year. This is the lineup I'm going with to start the season. Big first game here. Time to prove that we are worthy of our billing as that top team who are predicted to win this division. We are a newly promoted team, of course. We've added some good quality. We looked very, very good last year. To be honest, we looked a class above. And whilst there weren't necessarily wholesale changes needed going into this division, I feel like the changes we have made certainly add a bit to our team. And now we want to see it all come together as Gillen is going to keep it alive, cross it to his amigo in Rio McAvoy. He was top goal scorer for us last year. He scores the opening goal of this one. Hitchin trying to play the ball out from the back. Bradley, the Finnish player, won it. Gucci launches it long. Gillen keeps it alive and McAvoy gets his noggin on it. Have just realised that Gucci Soya Osikongo is quite a mouthful, isn't it, as a name? I'm just going to nickname him Gucci. Then in the match engine, Gucci will pop up above his head. Hitchin with the ball at the edge of the box here. Dyer with maybe some space to run into, although Bradley wins it well. He is looking very adept at right back. He's played it to Gillen, who dances left and right. Rio McAvoy's in the middle. Gillen went on his own somewhat selfishly and hits the woodwork. Not going to get carried away prematurely. We're 17 minutes into this game. We've got 66% of possession. The tactic does seem to be working. Bradley, maybe not working so much. At least not working the space there. He ran straight into danger, lost the ball. That said, we do still have possession. Samuels, Kelly to Bradley at right back. The Finn. I feel like Bradley is just not a Finnish name. I mean, his first name's Alex as well. He was born in England. I did check it. Maycock's through. Maycock, I thought was going to open up his account for the season. The keeper makes a great save. We do have a corner. Bradley is over it. The right back, can he put the ball on a plate for someone? He's going to whip it towards the back post. Cartwright is there. The ball is in the box. Are Hitchin going to clear it? No, Fitzpatrick, most composed man in the world, just dribbles it out the 6-yard box. Now, you might have noticed, I am sticking with the wing-backs on defend this year. We ended the year with that. It did help us at the back. It did limit our ability to attack, but I feel like it's maybe sensible. Who knows? Maybe I'll change it throughout this year, but at least to start things, the defending wing-backs has worked, and Gucci has just scored his first ever goal, assisted by Waters. I was certainly expecting, as the ball looped in here, Cartwright to be the man to get on the end of it, but instead, Gucci has leapt, and Amos has got nowhere near it. It's 2-0. First goal saw two of our veteran players who have been here a little while linking up. Second goal, two of the new signings linking up. 2 minutes left of this half. Can we hold a clean sheet to go in at the break? Hitchin with the ball here with Baldwin, their right back. He lays it across. We've got plenty of players behind the ball. With this shape, we are very, very defensively compact, especially in the middle. We're kind of inviting crosses in a weird way, but with our players and the good ability in the air, something I'm happy for us to do, as Ovendale is called into action for the first time this season and actually makes a save. I can't believe it either. Still a corner to deal with, so let's not get too carried away just yet. 20 seconds left of the half. Cox, near post free header, headed out for another corner. Also realised I committed the sin. I mentioned a clean sheet. I dared to utter the words, now I will be punished, potentially. But not in this half, I won't be. It's going to be 2-0 at the break. You know what? I'm pretty happy with that. Last year, we averaged, I think, 54% of possession across the season. In this game, we are slightly above that. With us having an extra man in the midfield and one fewer striker, I would anticipate we'll have a little bit more of the ball and be able to control games better, which I think is going to be necessary. Last year, we could just win through firepower, but defences are going to be more organised. Players are going to be better. I say all of that. They're not organised enough. Callum Gillam gets his first goal of the season. Cartwright with a ridiculous pass. Just as a reminder, he's playing as a no-nonsense centre-back. I'll tell you what, there was a little bit of nonsense about the ball he's played here. He thinks he's a ball-playing defender with passes like that. Gillen, great first touch. Second touch to get it on target. 3-0, probably game over. If you were wondering, Hitchin's pre-season media prediction was 11th, so they are a slightly kind of mid-table, lower half team. A team that really, with our pre-season prediction, we should be beating. Whether or not we should be beating them 3-0, maybe the jury is slightly out on that. Of course, we did score from a set piece. It's not over yet, I suppose, as well. Jordan Cox responds immediately. It's back to being a 2-goal game. That, by the way, was their first shot on target. Make of that what you will. I'm going to just scowl at Ovendale. Going to just blame the keeper. It's 3-1. Imagine if they get another. I don't want to imagine it. Get it out the box. Maycock carrying it out, composed. Kelly, 2v1, 2v4. Can they make it happen, Kelly? And is that Maycock making the run? He's not stopped. He loves to run, does Maycock. Samuels with the ball. We've not seen too much of him here. Perry, Gucci, Gillen, 1 assist, 1 goal already. Make it 2 goals for the game. Gucci gets an assist as well. It might be a new season, a new division. It is very much a similar rugby, at least when it comes to the goal scoring. Even with this 2-striker system, doesn't seem to have affected our capabilities to create stuff going forward. 20 minutes left of this game. The Hitchin faithful, they might as well pack up their bags and go home. This game is done and dusted. It's a case of how many can we get now, I feel like. We've been so good in this game. Rio McAvoy on the shoulder of the last man. It's a great finish. I think he's offside. He is offside. I can see the little linesman holding his little flag at the bottom. Was it close? You can see here. Apparently that was a tight offside. we have different definitions of tight. Bradley with a corner, whipping it towards the back post. Gucci's there, Cartwright's there. He opens up his account for the season. 2 minutes of added time here at the end of the game. I'm pretty sure Hitchin are going to be glad it's over. It finishes 5-1. We did have an XG of 2.5, so maybe the scoreline flattered us slightly. Have just realised. I was enjoying the performance so much. Forgot to make subs. We won, it's fine. With that result there, we do go to the top of the table. Worth noting this year, 22 teams in the division, so it's 42 games that we play. Last year, we only had 38. Perhaps that goes some way to explain why Nuneaton Borough we now play in 4 days' time. We have got a jam-packed schedule this coming month. To get off to a good start is, well, very much the dream. Nuneaton Borough did win their first game of the year. Only 1-0 though. If we want to get one over on them, I feel like we've got to play as well as we did against Hitchin. We're going to rest up the players. I'll see you in a mo for that next one. Tell you what, the fans are very receptive of the transfers we've made. Season ticket sales have soared from 75 to 92. Brian, we have very different definitions of the word sword. Okay, we play Nuneaton Borough today. I've still not had any updates from Brian about his plan. He has to pick between ourselves and Bath in the National South. We've been waiting a week, mate. I was really hoping you'd be here for this game if you were going to join us. And we're now at match day, and he's not here. So, Ovendale's in goal. Also, has just dawned on me, probably don't need to spend money looking for a right back anymore. Scouts, if you want to keep looking for goalkeepers, find me a goalkeeper. They might have actually found me some goalkeepers here. Do they actually want to join on transfer? Okay, well, next episode we might have a goalkeeper. Maybe. You know, I'm getting my plan B ready because I know what Brian's like. Brian's going to mess me around for a week and then piss off to Bath. We might not have a goalkeeper, but that doesn't mean I don't feel prepared for this game against Nuneaton Borough. Both teams won their opening games of the season. We are at home. They're predicted to finish third. We're predicted to finish first. Based on what I saw last game, I'm not touching the starting 11 for this first game. I was really, really impressed with what I saw. It was great to see Gucci get a goal and assist. Cartwright got a goal and an assist. Gillen got 2 goals and an assist. And it was just a really good team performance. Both fullbacks got assists too. Not necessarily sure we can expect to score 5 goals every game, but last year we averaged almost 4 goals a game, so why not dream of trying to match that again as we have an early corner. Waters, it could be either. He's got 11 corner taking. That is elite for this level. He finds Cartwright, and then Gucci goes for a volley and it nearly goes out for a throw-in. I mean, the ball's still in the box. McAvoy's there. It was a scramble at the far post, but the ball's not ended up in the back of the net. That's all that really matters. I've never really thought about Waters' last name being Waters, but you know how the English language works and names work? It could be Waters. I'm going to call him Waters. I like water more than I like Waters. Kelly, what can you do? The answer is lose the ball for a Stenson. Coming through the middle, Bradley, great tackle there. Perry can't get there. Neither can Ovendale. We're a goal down. Ulvsetter scores. That's a cool name. He's dancing. Did he just gritty? Defensively, we did look a little bit all over the place here, didn't we? Perry, Samuels, neither of them could get there. Cartwright didn't come across. It was a good finish, to be fair. 10 minutes left of the half. 1 shot on target for either team. Nuneaton Borough find themselves ahead. They find themselves in our final third here. Colker, edge of the box, whips in. Kelly, unmarked, back post. His header hits the crossbar. It's not the most convincing of clearances, but it will do. We've had 60% of the ball, and yet the 2 best chances of this game have fallen their way. But maybe a chance to change the tide right before the break. McAvoy can't win his header, but it does fall down to Gucci. He was sensational last game, and I thought he was going to have a moment of brilliance there. 1-0 at the break. What happened to all the goals? Where have they gone? Look at that XG story, by the way. We've definitely been the better team here. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. When my parents said that growing up, it killed me inside. Maybe it's going to whip these players into shape. I am disappointed through the lens of we're predicted to finish top. These guys are predicted to finish third, and therefore, surely we should beat them. But actually, ultimately, so far in this game, we have gone toe-to-toe against one of our big promotional rivals. If there was any question marks over that media prediction, is it inaccurate? Is it a bit of a deluded rating? I think the answer is no. We are really going toe-to-toe here, so much so that Gillen has picked up an injury, which is slightly less than ideal. I'm going to take him off. And you know what? Fabio Ducker, forgot to bring him on against Hitchin. He's coming on here. I am going to switch the wing-backs as well to be on attack. You know what happens when we put our wing-backs on attack? Stuff happens. Elsewhere, Kelly's going to come off. And you know what? Hold Chuddy, perhaps my favourite name in our entire team. Hold Chuddy. He's going to... I can't call him A-hole Chuddy, can I? He's going to come on at centre mid. It just sounds rude. I mean, look, his first name's Alex. It's an A. A-hole Chuddy. I'm just saying his name with an initial. YouTube's auto kind of transcribing feature is having a fit. I'm probably going to get this video demonetized just for saying my player's name. There's 30 minutes left in this game. Can we turn things around? We need to firstly and foremostly keep things secure at the back, which with Ovendale in goal never really feels like a possibility. That said, he's got the ball here. We're getting the ball into the wide areas. Waters, the left back. Now on attack, just as a reminder, he should be going forward. Waters, run forward, mate. Hold Chuddy, making his debut. Links it up to Ducker, who's also making his debut in this game. Ducker, McAvoy's there. And the keeper pulls off a ridiculous save. It was offside. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Look at the XG. Look at the time. We have not found a breakthrough yet in this game, and time is running out for us. McAvoy, off you come. Jackson Davis, on you come. Going to change things up as well here. I'm going to move Maycock into the final third. Do I want to move more players forward? I probably shouldn't. You know what? Perry just play as a centre mid on defend in the middle. Hold Chuddy, centre mid on attack. I'm just moving everyone onto attack. Maybe that'll work. At this point, we are leaving ourselves defensively open at the back as they have a corner. Ball's whipped in. We clear it away. Jackson Davis, I've just brought you on. You are fresh as a daisy. Look at the players we've got running forward here. There's so many of them. It's like ducks flying south for winter. Do ducks fly south for winter? I don't know. Fabio Ducker's put it in the back of the net. It's 1-1. But it's offside. That was one of my best moments of commentary ever, and the offside has ruined it. Lino, I hope you're happy on the far side. Ducks fly together, though, wherever they're going, and we're going forward again. Ducker had one ruled out. This time the keeper denies him. But we are Rugby Town FC, also known as Corner Merchants FC. Waters is over it here. We've got the two big men at the back post. Can't pick him out on this occasion, although Ducker does give it inside to Cartwright, who very composedly gives it to Hold Chuddy. He's going to launch it. Ducker keeps it alive, squares it. It's offside again. It's offside again. How is this game 1-0? How have we not scored in this game? There's 4 minutes of added time. There's no time left here. I've paused it with 90 seconds left. Like I can make a difference at this point. 2 goals ruled out for offside. Some golden opportunities missed. Sadly, I feel like that is that for this game. I mean, I've made some tactical changes and then there's a highlight playing in the background. I feel like this is the fake highlight. I'm desperately wanting to be wrong. We've got a corner here. You know what? I'm going to throw everyone forward. Remove this routine. I think I have to do this. Remove routine 3. Routine 2, remove that. We only need 1 routine and everyone's going forward. No one is staying back. No. Recovery defenders, what are they? No idea if this is going to have inherited my changes with the new tactical thing. I think it has, right? How many players are in the box? There is no one back. It's do or die here with 1 minute left. Waters is over it. We need a goal. I've never seen so many players in the penalty area. There is 9 men in the box. We can't pick any of them. And now they might hit us on the counter, although Hold Chuddy's win it. Samuels, the centre-back, crosses it in. Bradley's there! He's offside. He's actually offside. The linesman is a joke on the far side. You are a joke, Lino. It finishes 1-0. I'm so angry. I don't know if I've ever been so annoyed at Football Manager in my entire life. Their goalkeeper's got man of the match. We've had 3 goals ruled out for offside, including that last gasp. Well, what would have been not a winner, but it felt like a winner. Oh, I feel so sad. I'll tell you what, if you're one of the people who complained about the lack of a weekend upload, I'll tell you what, it was worth the wait, weren't it? It was worth the wait. For you, not me. Gillen's out for 2 to 3 days, so that's a relief. We're apparently unlucky in defeat. That is the understatement of the year. This is the man who stopped me scoring all those goals. This is their goalkeeper, Daniel Korma. I just want to compare him to my goalkeeper. He makes Ovendale look good, and yet my Ovendale doesn't do what their goalkeeper does. I realise here I am verging on the precipice of bitterness. because I am bitter. With that result there, by the way, Nuneaton Borough have now moved up to second in the media kind of preview bit. Gloucester, who are relegated, are predicted to finish third. We play them at the end of September. That's a long way away. We've got to come back before then. When we're going to come back, no idea. We've also got FA Cup games going on. Well, I'll play some games, maybe sign a goalkeeper, and whatever vibes are happening, I'll bring them tomorrow. How does that sound? I can't believe I've lost that game 1-0, but that's sometimes the way that Football Manager is played. If you've enjoyed this video, goes without saying, drop a like on it. Mixed bag. Game of 2 games. Episode of 2 games. Hopefully more of my upcoming games are like the Hitchin one. Otherwise, I am going to be mentally broken. Tomorrow, we will be back with more Park to Prem action. I'm still hoping that Maycock might choose to stay at the club. He doesn't want to stay at the club at the moment, but that could change. Will it change? Come back tomorrow, find out. I'll see you guys then. I'm out. I'm so upset about that game. I don't want to hit the stop record button.